Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. On this wonderful Sunday. Wash your ass day. Wash your clothes day. I'm out and about taking care of errands again. Yeah, it's like every day this whole weekend is just me running around spending money. Anyway, it's a fairly good day. We got 76 degrees, clear blue skies. Today's a good day. Sorry for the Batman cinematography. You're resting on my steering wheel. So today's a good day. I'll tell you about those who did not have a good day. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe's malicious / incompetent regime. At least we forget 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 poor souls, 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs. Things that don't grow back, a lot of them service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. But there was hope. Folks getting him out. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And at least we forget that, 900 plus people are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. Hell, there's political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, torture, solitary confinement conditions. Someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. And yes, definitely, deploy more knife hands. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, some senators, congressmen, representatives, judges, former president, soon-to-be president, and Supreme Court getting into the fray. Yeah. Meanwhile, I wanted to discuss something. It's getting freaking hot as fuck in here. Let me turn this off. Can y'all hear me? I think you can. I think you can, because I'm pretty fucking loud, right? Be loud, people, be loud. All right. So, we all know what's going on in Aurora, Colorado. Yes, Aurora, Colorado. There's an apartment complex. Actually, it's a few apartment complexes. One of which in question, which we all been hearing about, is called the Edge Apartments. The Edge Apartments was dilapidated and run down, and Aurora is in the suburbs of Denver. Yeah, Denver, Colorado. Yes, it is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary state. Colorado being one of the biggest sanctuary cities in that land. So Aurora is the suburbs, mind you, the suburbs of Denver. Well, this gang that's been going on, and of course they whatever their name is, La Wagua, whatever, Tren de la Wagua, a Venezuelan gang syndicate. Yes, they are a gang. They were let out of prison in Venezuela and sent here. Yes, that's true. That is true. Thousands of them. Thousands. We're talking thousands. It might be more. It might be more. And so, what's going on in Aurora? It appears that they're trying to take over Aurora. Not only have they taken over a few apartment complexes, all of which are been dilapidated and run down and scheduled to be a lot of bureaucratical bullshit paperwork involved to try to condemn these places, right? Because terrible living conditions, just not fit for. But the people that live there have really no place to go, so they're allowed to stay there and pay rent and keep doing their things and all that stuff. Well, this gang just comes walking in, goes blah, 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 knocking on your door, They got guns, and now you pay us, right? So, you know, and of course, all this has went viral. All the video, the ring video, they've tried to suppress it as much as it can. Even the Mayor Kaufman, I think his name is, Mayor Kaufman was like, that's a lie. It's an isolated incident. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's fine. Well, no, it's not fine. And finally, he admitted, oh, well, we're taking care of the problem. Our law enforcement is we're building a task force to not only round up these criminal elements, but in the at the edge apartments, but all of Aurora. Right. So everybody's been standing by, the police, everybody's just been standing by, waiting for the go-ahead, and they have not been given the go-ahead. Yeah, sure, they're probably trying to build resources, build up. I don't know. The mayor of Aurora is just like, it's okay. Well, in classic bullshit fashion, bureaucratic bullshit fashion, from the port side, port side leaning, he's just playing it off like, whatever, it's all good, we got this, it's an isolated incident, we'll take care of it. It's not. They're robbing jewelry stores, they're taking over apartments, they're extorting people, they're robbing people, they're stealing guns, they're stealing them because they can't buy them. They can't go to a gun store. Oh, they're breaking into gun stores too. Yeah, they're just breaking into gun stores, breaking into jewelry stores, just doing whatever the fuck they want. And of course, in Aurora, Colorado, this is not legal. You can't carry. Oh no, you can't do this, can't do that, right? And these people, these new neighbors, Venezuelans, they were literally bust right in. Come on in, have a great time. Here's some money for you. Here's a place to live. Do your things, whatever you want to do. Everything will be provided for you. And yeah, they took over a Target, running around. They trashed a massive Target store. Lots of shootings and stabbings and lots of running around in the parking lot trying to hit folks. This gang, it's the epitome of tyranny, like in your face tyranny, which is being allowed to happen. So everybody's like, why won't somebody do something? Why won't somebody do something? So of course the authorities are swearing up and down that they're going to do something about it as soon as they get their shit together, get all their feces consolidated. to quote Lee Behringer, but everybody's just waiting. Like, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? Well, there's something that happened on social media. It's it's kind of funny, but it kind of shows you the desperation. Maybe it's a weaponized thing. I don't know. We know that the interwebs have been weaponized, and so there's this thing going around on TikTok, allegedly, that the Hells Angels and the Outlaws are banding together, 100,000 strong, 100,000 bikers strong, and they're going to Aurora, Colorado to sort this shit out. Classic biker gang style. So on TikTok, all the footage that they show, all of it that they show, is either old or fake. Hell, one of the videos came from Canada. Rolling Thunder. So yeah, it's when I heard this, of course when everybody heard this, they're like, ooh, yeah, leave it to the Hells Angels, they'll take care of it, yeah. No. Now, first and foremost, the Hells Angels and the Outlaws don't like each other one bit. The Outlaws literally publicly assassinated 4 Hells Angels in Florida back in the day. I think 2000 something, or late, middle 2000s. The Hells Angels are very pissed off about that, and have waged basically a, well, you know, nothing is ever confirmed, because those, yeah, they're out there, they're a public figure sometimes, but a lot of shit they do, a lot of things that go on, a lot of intel you don't get to hear about. The only thing we can do is speculate. So there has been no confirmation whatsoever of this biker gang coalition, you know, heading to Aurora, Colorado. There's no confirmation, none whatsoever. It appears that everything that you're seeing on social media about this is fake. Fake. It's wishful thinking. Yeah, wishful thinking. That would be great. But think about the ramifications of that. You know, think about that. Why? Why would a group of biker gangs? Now, let's see, Hells Angels. They only have 2 chapters in Aurora, Colorado. Just 2. They're very small. I mean, they estimate that the membership of the Hells Angels is not even 5,000. Same with the Outlaws. So how are they going to get 100,000 people to gather themselves under 2 flags that hate each other? Absolutely, vehemently hate each other. Never broken ties, everything. And go up there, go west to Colorado, and take care of some syndicate from Venezuela. Now, I can imagine that there's probably some kind of talk going on, negotiations, if you will. But these syndicates and cartels, they don't negotiate. They have a very strong stance when it comes to you know, gang negotiations. There's another world. There's a whole nother world behind this facade of society, that this proper society that we live in. There's a whole nother world, right? And they have their own councils. They have their own you know, delegates. They have their own people that negotiate. They have their own. They have everything. All right, they're a nation. They once they get big enough, they become a nation, and they work on, you know, surviving and being the best, and, you know, carrying on. They do all the things that a nation does, you know. So why? It's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be wrong. But I've looked at everything. I've even, you know, I mean, when I seen the footage of them rolling out, it looked really familiar. It looked really familiar. And I was like, that looks very familiar. I've seen this rollout before, this ride out. And sure enough, it was from a protest called Rolling Thunder in Canada, of all places. A couple months ago, or 6 months ago, or a year ago, whatever. A lot of these folks, it is wishful thinking. It is wishful thinking. So I have to debunk that. I have to debunk it. I cannot. Be careful what you jump onto. You're like, oh yeah, would it be a great idea? I don't know. You know, actually, what would be a great idea is if the people and the sheriff and the law enforcement of Aurora, Colorado went rolled out. Mount up, roll out, show up on scene. That would be great. That would be great. That would show the world, because this is made a worldwide thing. That would show the world that, you know, this is not welcome here. You know, we've got the 1A, we got the 2A, we got the 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. We've got all 12 of these A's, right? They're not being used at all. Right? They're not being used at all. So how do you combat tyranny? Non-compliance. So you decide the level of non-compliance. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that because it came across my desk, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. That would be great. That would be actually that would be kind of crazy. That would be really crazy. You know, the Hells Angels, they've been trying really hard for years to be legit. You know, I'm not affiliated. I don't know anything about. I just like to know things, right? So I know a little bit. That's all I know. I don't claim to be any type of expert in the field of anything. I'm not an expert in the field of anything, really, to tell you the truth. But I like to know things. I know that the HA, right? The HA, they like to be legit. Their membership, you have to pay your membership fees, right? You have to be legit. You have to own a business, and it helps that if you're a citizen, a veteran, a citizen and a veteran of this country. They're not gonna take anybody in that's from another country. And maybe they do. I don't know. But I know some of the basic qualifications is you got to own a business. You gotta have some type of income to be able to divert into the cause, right? Because it is a cause that you're a cause, a lifestyle, a culture, a nation that you're joining. So if you don't have those resources, then you're just a little scrub, and they don't want you. You know, and you're not an asset. You're bound to be a liability. Now, other gangs out there, clubs. You know, we've heard so many different kind of clubs out there that they don't care. You know, like, oh, okay, come on in. You just got to do this, this, and this, and this, and you're forever in the club, right? And they can be kind of ruthless, but they all adhere to a ethics and moral code. They do. Even though it's more of it's a very unlawful and also considered criminal operation, and very organized, sure, yes, but they don't want any trouble. So why would one of the largest clubs and organizations, and they are organized, and they do a lot. They're you know, as far as like money wise and things of that nature, they do a lot of things. They do they own businesses. They own businesses. They do charities. They do poker runs. They do a lot of things. Not to mention, you know, the alleged criminal activities that they do. But why would the HA, join up with one of their most hated rivals, the Outlaws, who, yeah, they some bad dudes, right? They some bad dudes, and so are the HA, right? Why would they join up with them and risk everything to go up against some little syndicate that came from Venezuela that that's trying to take over Aurora, Colorado? Why? They're no threat to them. They haven't waged war on them, because if they do that, they're waging war. They're going to war. It would be war. In that other world, it would be war, and it would be open season, it'd be green lights, it'd be whatever. In all the across the world, in all the prisons and in all the territories, there would just be mass pandemonium. Why would they risk all that? And of course, not to mention they eat the federal agencies, the local agencies that would be cracking down on that. Maybe they haven't cracked down on this, have they? I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Yep, just calling bullshit. So, it's an interesting story, sure. It's a hopeful story, sure. Exciting, sure, but nope, bullshit. So anyway, enough of my ranting and raving about this subject matter. Sorry, last night I didn't do Trial by Axe. I was tired. Yeah, I went to bed early-ish. So yeah, maybe I'll probably do a Sunday reflection as soon as I get home, and I'm done spending money. I'm done. I'm broke now. I'm broke. It's not. The week is not even over yet, and I'm broke. Things are. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. You gotta pay. You gotta pay the bills. You gotta do the things. Right? We play the game. We play the game. And so if another syndicate or organization just rolls up into my apartment complex and says, "Hey, you got to pay us instead of them. Or you got to leave, or you got to take a dirt nap." I mean, I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna. I'm just me. It's just me, right? Me, just lonely old me, faced with, 100, 200, fucking syndicate individuals telling me that, they're all armed, telling me I gotta pay or leave. I'm gonna leave, man. Just let me leave, because I have no backup. I don't have anybody that's going to help me. Nor am I going to go out in a blaze of glory. I might. I don't know. I might stand on my morals. I don't know. I might die on that hill, but I doubt it. I mean, right now, I'd be like, I'm out. I'm out. See ya. See ya. Enjoy, motherfuckers. And I'm suing everybody. I'm gonna get my money back. I would be suing not only the apartment complex management, in the corporation. I'd be suing the police. I'd be suing the city. I'd be suing the mayor. Everybody's getting sued, man. And I'm getting my money back. That's that. But you see what they're doing. They're going after low income, poor people, poor areas. I mean, like I said, this was a dilapidated apartment complex. It was scheduled for to be condemned. So, whatever. That's what's up. I don't know. I'm just looking at this thing in a very objective kind of way. What could I, could I be a one man? Could I be the scourge of the assaulting force? Eventually, I'm gonna get got. Eventually, I'm gonna get clapped. So, it would be a losing battle. And for what reason? You got to think about that shit, right? So it's an interesting mind play kind of study, little game play. Game things out. What would you do? What would you do if all of a sudden? Not even that, in your neighborhood. What all of a sudden, if you don't have a good, strong neighborhood community that's willing to back you up, and you back them up, you ain't got shit. and that's why we have been divided and conquered. So it's sad to see that the good people of Aurora, Colorado, are allowing this to happen. It's sad to see that the trust that has been put in, the trust and the resources, i.e. tax dollars, have been put into the law enforcement authorities and agencies, and they've done nothing. Oh, they're surveilling. Oh, actually, no. They said they did something. They arrested the leader named Cookie Monster. He went for a drive or something. Got a fucking smoothie, you know, in Aurora, Colorado. And they're like, "Hey, you, we're picking you up." Huh? What? But you know, once again, these I mean, they're not supposed to have the pew-pews, yet they are walking around openly in a town that has some of the largest, the strongest gun control laws, you know, in Colorado. It's, you know, Denver and everything. It's, these guys are openly carrying and shooting people. They've shot. If your car is there, they shoot it up. I mean, you can imagine they just do whatever they want to do. You know, they're gonna do whatever they want to do to get whatever they want to get. So anyway, I need to get the fuck out of here. This is getting stupid. I'm in a Walmart parking lot watching this parade of idiocy, and quite frankly, I'm not feeling it. So even though I'm armed to the teeth, you know, I'm feeling kind of exposed out here. So anyway, not that I have anything to worry about at all whatsoever. I'm in my parking spot, and I'm conducting. You know, I'm not in the way, but you know, it only takes one dumbass to hit my car, and that's it. You know, the shit is going to fly. You know? Or you know, I just anyway. Nothing happens. Nothing happens in this town. Right? To quote Mayor Kaufman, there's nothing to see here. It's all been blown out of proportion, right? But it's an interesting study, a what-if study, especially for you. Think about that. What would you do? What would you do? Faced with an army of criminal elements, armed to the teeth, just walk into your house, they bust down your door, tell you to pay or get the fuck out, or they just start doing whatever the fuck they want. What would you do? Would you record everything? Turn into a Karen? I don't know. Would you start blasting right off the bat? I mean, if that's the case, then you might take some of them with you, but you know, eventually they're gonna get you. They got more than you. They're just you. So anyway, enough of that. Enough of that bullshit. We might talk about that later. So anyway, this has been Mad Shad. I'm gonna end it. Go Team Devildawg. Go Team Devildawg. Fuck brain surgery. He is kicking ass and taking names, getting stronger by the day. Long road of recovery for him. So go sub to Devildawg Prepper. Give him some love and support. Let's get that brother up to, I think he's in the low 400s in the subscription thing. Go ahead and check him out. Sub up and share. Watch all his content, all that stuff. Yeah. Go check out Devildawg Prepper. Go TeamLinda. Go TeamLinda. Fuck cancer. She is still kicking ass, taking names, still fighting cancer, and she will not quit. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yes. Team Devildawg, TeamLinda, and then of course, go TeamJoe. Go TeamJoe. Fuck addiction. He's well past 2 months without a drink. He's still going through some shit. It's a long, hard road for him. So go check out his channel and give him some love and support for TeamJoe. So, this has been Matt Shad. Every day, never forget.